Across waves 2 and 3 of the Galaxy version Blokees, we were able to reunite one of the most famous duos of the G1 cartoon, the paranoid Red Alert and the reckless Inferno. There's plenty of jokes that could be made, be it the fact that they're boyfriends or the fact that every extrovert will eventually adopt an introvert, but regardless, these two are beloved, especially as a duo, so having them together really is something special so early into the toy line. Two Season 2 alumni, Red Alert and Inferno probably would not have been anyone's first draft pick for who would appear in Blokees. Keep in mind, they arrived before Ultra Magnus, Shockwave, RC, but there's no argument that they weren't done expertly. Especially Red Alert shows so much class for a Blokees kit, and Inferno is a wonderful kit to put together in his own right, while showing off the fact that him and Grapple are always going to be perhaps best known for simple makes perfection. Simple build, simple design, wonderful toy. Red Alert shares a mold with fellow Wave 3 wavemate Sideswipe. The only thing that separates Sideswipe from Red Alert is the deco, which is pretty traditional, but what a great body. You have a ball joint in the head, a ball joint in the shoulder, of course the usual hinge and swivel for the elbow, ball joint in the hand, swivel at the waist, ball joint in the hip, ball joint, or rather hinge and swivel at the knee, ball joint at the foot. The thing that makes Red Alert special is just how much deco he has, as well as the little extra pieces like his missile launcher. Those things really help make what could be a boring silhouette more interesting. And besides, Sideswipe and Red Alert are blessed with one of the better Season 1 designs in general. I'm a huge fan of the Sideswipe look, and Red Alert is basically just that look with a new color scheme, and in my opinion, a better color scheme. Even small details like his grimace and the fire department logo on his chest really help let you know that this is the usual Red Alert we would all expect, and he's probably just a few steps away, a few breakdowns away from teaming up with Starscream. Meanwhile, Inferno is just a massive brick of a Blokees. In Wave 2, he stood taller than almost every other kit, and he's still one of the bigger bots. Not by much, but noticeably, he could very much take up some space. It helps that Inferno has such a simple color scheme. All the red could be boring, but when you combine that with his size and his personality, it really does give him a larger-than-life presence. All capped off with that gun hand. In my opinion, the gun hand is the most important detail of a G1 Inferno, and they got it right. They got it oh so right. Mix that with his front-of-cab chest, and he's just one of the most iconic Autobot designs ever. My favorite thing about Inferno, though, is when you flip him around, they included the ladder from the fire engine, and you can actually swivel it around. Keep in mind, these guys don't transform, but that is a detail that showed up on his cartoon model, the idea that the ladder was always right behind his head. So a little thing like that goes a long way to making this Inferno feel a lot more special. Keep in mind, a lot of details, small differences, big feelings for the brain, especially when you spent $7 on this guy. It is a full-feature Inferno for a very economic price. Even better, Inferno is strong enough to hold his boyfriend up, as every Inferno should. Red Alert and Inferno came with near identical accessory counts, display spans, 2 closed hands for the guns, and 2 splayed open hands. Red Alert includes his missile launcher and his red pistol, whereas Inferno includes his gun hand. Aside from that, these two have an almost identical loadout. These two honestly make for one of the best pairs across the entire Blokees line, not the least of which comes from the fact that they're both so distinct. Different molds, different accessories, different characters, different designs, and yet, when they're together, they feel like they're meant to stay together. They're a wonderful duo in the fiction, and an even better duo as a Blokees model kit.